Hi, I'm Nick from ViralLoops, and today I'll show you how you can create a referral program for any web app or SaaS application with writing very little code. We'll do that using the new ViralLoops Universal template, which is available on all ViralLoops growing plans, and we will simulate a mock application using Webflow. Of course, this is not dedicated only to Webflow, but using these instructions so you can take them and apply them to any custom website or any other CMS tool you might be using for your own app. With that, let's go see how the referral program will look like for the end user. So the user of your own application, how they refer friends and how their friends accept invites. After that, I'll show you how you can build that with ViralLoops and how you can deploy it very quickly. Now let's pretend that I log into our sample application. As I log in, I land on the private side where only users can access. And from there, I click to see my account, my profile page. There, of course, I can see some information about my account, and on the bottom part, I have added a section for the referral program. On the left, I can see the options that I have to copy and share my referral link, along with how many referrals I have, and on the right, I can see how many rewards are there and what I have to do to unlock them. Now, I will pretend that I copy the link so I can send it to a friend. I copy it, and I will open an incognito tab to simulate that I am an invited friend. On the incognito tab, I will paste the link on the URL bar, and I see that I land on the sign up page. So the referrer has invited me to sign up for the app through their invite link. There I can simply sign up for my email, my password, and anything else that is required for the app. Then, after I perform the necessary email verifications, I land in the inside user-only side of the app. From there, as an invited friend too, I can be user and do anything I want basically, but for the sake of this example, I'm going to pretend that I buy the guide. Once I buy it, I see that I land on a thanks for purchasing page. And now we go back to the ViralLoops dashboard as the admin of the application, and we see that we have 2 participants total, and one of them has successfully invited the other. Successfully invited means that not only has the second person signed up for our application, but also made a purchase, so the referral deserves a real reward. Now, to continue the viral loop, the invited friend also has a referral link and can also invite their own friends, and this loop can keep going on and on and on and again until your brand really starts to grow. I will start by selecting the Universal Referral by ViralLoops, which is of course the focus of this video. The first step in setting it up is to set a campaign name. This name is nothing that we will be seen by users, but only something we will see internally to identify the campaign. I'll click next and move on to the rewards step. This step is really important. This is the step where we decide what people get for every friend they invite. There are 2 key concepts here: the referral rewards, which are the rewards that are being given to people who invite friends, and the invitee rewards, which we will see in a little bit. We see that ViralLoops has already populated some of the rewards, but I don't like the 4th one, so I'll just delete it. I will focus on these rewards that I have here right now, and we see that we have 3 milestones, 3 reward tiers. I will reduce the second reward tier to 3 referrals needed to unlock it, and the third one I'll make it 5 to make it a bit more accessible to everyone. For every reward tier, we also have the option to send a tier email. That is an email that people receive once they unlock that reward. We can edit that, or we can turn it off and set up the email automation through another tool like HubSpot. Another key concept is the reward for every referral, or the constant reward as we call it. This is a reward that ViralLoops offers for every single referral the referrers make. So that runs parallel to the milestones. So if somebody refers 3 friends, they will get a reward for the first, the second, and the third friend, and they will also get the milestone rewards on top of that for the first and the third person. I will activate that because I feel quite generous and we think it's very effective for referrals, and I will say that for every referral you make, you get a $5 discount. With that complete, we can move on to the invitee rewards. Invitee rewards are the rewards people get for accepting invites. So if we also activate that, we will create a 2-way referral program. But for this example, we're going to keep it closed. You can turn it on your campaign if you think it's necessary. Once we're happy with the rewards configuration, we're going to go ahead and click next. The third step is the referrer experience step, where you configure how the referrers, so your key people, refer and interact with your referral campaign. The first option you have to make a choice about is the referrer participation. Referrer participation simply tells you how do you want people to get referral links. Do you want them to join automatically, meaning that you do some magic behind the scenes and you onboard them and give them a referral link without having or require any actions from their side? And manually means that you expect them to fill in a form only for the referral program. So the first one is auto opt-in and the second one is manual opt-in. For this example, because we are a SaaS or web app application, we do not want them to sign up a second time for a referral program. We want to automatically give them a referral link inside our application. So I'm going to leave that selected. Next, we're just going to scroll a tiny bit below and see the option for the referral dashboard location. A referral dashboard is the place or page that people get the referral links, see the rewards, and overall get information about your referral program. You have two options here. Either you can host it on the Varaloops page, so outside of your app. Of course, you can edit that page and it's hosted by Varaloops, or you can host it on your own website, which is what we will and what we want for our example right here. I'm going to delete the link that is there, and we're going to go back to my app. And we're going to imagine where we want the referral program to live. Of course, as we saw, we want it to be in the profile page of the user, and I have already prepared an empty section here where I will paste in the elements. I copy the link of the dashboard and I paste it in so Varaloops knows where to display the necessary data for every referrer and every participant. Right below that, I see the referrer dashboard elements. These are the elements that constitute the referrer dashboard. I'm only going to activate the sharing widget and the tiered rewards. So only something to show the link and show the rewards. I will customize the first one. And of course, we have infinite customizations. And you'll see that it has two states, the joining and the sharing state. Of course, joining state is only necessary if we have a manual referrer participation. But in this case, we only care about the sharing state. Nobody will have to opt into the referral program manually. I customize it a little bit. I disable some elements that I don't want people to see. And overall, I'm going for a very minimal look right here. So only the link, some text that explains what's happening, and a counter for the number of referrals. I'm also going to add the GDPR option so they can manage their consents. This is specific only to the referral program. I'm going to save that. And next, I will customize the tiered rewards. I am quite happy with how it looks already, besides the fact that it's blue. I'm going to make it all black to fit the aesthetic of our very soulless brand. Of course, the images that you see here are fetched from what we have configured in the reward step, the step we set up before. Once we're happy with our referrer experience, we can move on to the invitee step. Now, this is the other side of the puzzle. This is where and how people accept invites. So the first option, invitee page, tells Varaloops where to take people after they click the referral link. Do you want them to be taken on a Varaloops page, so a place hosted by Varaloops only where invitees go to sign up and accept the invite, or do you want them to go to your own website? Of course, since we're an app, we want the referral links to take people to our sign up page. So I'm gonna go log out and see where I want that to be. I want that to be in the sign up page of our application. Once again, I'm gonna copy the link and go and paste it in Varaloops. So Varaloops knows that every time somebody clicks the referral link, takes them to the sign up page. Right below that, I see the option for the invitee widget. This is only necessary if I do not already have a form on the page of my website. But since we have a sign up form, we will deactivate that and connect our own for later in the installation step. Right below that, I also have some options about the sharing experience, how the link looks and how it feels. We're going to ignore that for now. Next, we'll move on to the double opt-in step. This is something for email verifications, and we recommend that only for campaigns that have a manual opt-in option. Then I'm going to go and focus on the goal step, which is really important because here I define what counts as a successful referral. I can either have campaign participation, which means that a successful referral is counted when people simply sign up for our app. But for our case, we want them to do something more. We want them to do a custom event, a conversion. We only want to give rewards for people who actually invite friends who buy stuff. For the actual trigger, I'm going to select a page visit. So a successful referral is counted once people reach a specific page. Let's go find that specific page in our app. I'm going to go log in again and simulate that I am a user. And I'm going to see where I want people to be taken. I simulate a purchase and I see that I have already created a thanks for purchasing page, as we saw in the beginning of this video. I want people to be counted as converted when they reach this page. I copy the link and I paste it here, so ViralLoops knows that a successful referral should be counted when the invited friend reaches that page. Rewards are distributed only when this event occurs. And when I'm happy with this step, I click next and reach the communication emails. The welcome email is an email ViralLoops sends to every new participant, but for this case, since we are an app and we have our own welcome emails, I'm gonna leave that deactivated. A nice email to have is a successful referral email, which is an email that you can customize and ViralLoops sends every time somebody makes a successful referral. This is a good place to announce to them that they have unlocked the constant reward. Next step are integrations. Integrations, we have many of them, CRM integrations as well as analytics and more operational integrations. You can connect them on your own time and instructions can be found inside every integration page. Once we're happy with integrations, we reach the installation part, which is of course very important because it installs the campaign to our business. The first thing we have to do is install the ViralLoops snippet on our website. This snippet is unique to your campaign and it basically brings all the ViralLoops data to your pages. You'll see that right below that, ViralLoops has already suggested at least the minimum required pages that this link should be found on. We actually recommend that you put this snippet all over your website so you can make easy adjustments later, but this is a recommendation to put it only in these pages. And let's start doing that for our campaign. I'm going to copy the link and I'm going to go to the page that I think is the referrer dashboard. Of course, as I said, this is not only for Webflow, but you can add it to the head of your page, regardless of the CMS or custom website you have. For Webflow though, I'm going to go on the head of the referrer dashboard page and I'm going to paste the ViralLoops snippet. When I'm sure it is in, I'm going to go save the page. Then I go and I want to do the exact same thing for the invitee page. Back to my website, I go to the sign up page, which is the invitee page, and I add the ViralLoops snippet on the head of that page. Once I'm sure it is in, I save the page. Lastly, I want to do the same exact thing for the conversion page, the page where we want ViralLoops to count successful referrals on. I find the page on my website and once again add the link on the head of the page. Once that I'm happy that it is in, I save it once again and we are done with the snippets. Then we can simply click check and it is good practice to publish our website already so ViralLoops can already connect and see that the snippet has been installed on your website. The second option is to import your existing participants, but we're going to skip this for this tutorial. Then we go and reach the referral experience, and the key thing that I have to do here is put the widgets that we configured in our website. For the form widget, the sharing thing, I'm going to copy the HTML code provided by ViralLoops and I'm going to go to our referrer dashboard. There I have already added two HTML elements that expect me to add some HTML code. I'm going to edit them and put the HTML snippet there. Back to ViralLoops, I go and do the exact same thing for the milestone widget, which shows the rewards. I copy the HTML part and paste it in exactly where I want it to be on my page. Well, once I'm sure it is in, I publish my website for good measure. However, there is a small problem here. We have the widgets there, but how would ViralLoops know who this user is? This is where initialization comes in. ViralLoops provides you with this method where you can basically tell the campaign that these widgets should show the referral code and the rewards just for this user, identified by their email. This is a little bit of code which you have to do and is only a requirement for custom apps like the example we have right here. The only thing you have to do is somehow fetch the email and shove it in to ViralLoops. For our example, back to our loops, I have created very simple JavaScript code that simply copies the email from the element above in that page, and right below that, it gives it into the var loops campaign. I have put that in the onload listener, and I have given it a 1 second delay to make sure that everything is populated with the email data. Once that is done, I publish the page once again. I have another option to register my new customers, but in our case, we do not have to do that because customers who come without referral codes will also go through our sign-up page, which we will connect right now for the invitees. We're happy with our referral experience, so we can check that. The last part is the invitee experience, which is, of course, how people accept invites. Because we already have a form, and we're going to do it with basically no code, we select the no code installation. From there, we see that VarLoops has already suggested the invitee page we have set, and we're going to click install. There we see that we're being taken to our sign-up page with the VarLoops visual installer already appearing on our website. What happens here is that we select fields from our form and we map them to the appropriate VarLoops fields. We do that for the email field, which wants to be mapped with the user email on VarLoops, and we also do that for the name of the user. We click the fields, and from the drop-down we select the appropriate VarLoops field we want them to be connected with. We click connect and we are good to go. We do not care about password or any other data. On step 2, we select what happens after the form is submitted. Because this is our custom application though, we want the form to do nothing because everything is controlled from our own app. Once we're happy, of course, it's suggested that we test it, and we're going to click save. When we're sure that the campaign is saved, we can close that tab. Back to VarLoops, we select and check the invite experience setup, and we can click finish. We have now successfully created the VarLoops campaign for our application. And now, in the VarLoops dashboard, we can see all the data that will be populated once participants start rolling in and they start referring their friends. You can always access this from your VarLoops account.